everybody, it's week 18, which is the last week of our Summer CSA program. If you're a winter CSA member, you'll also get a box next week. Otherwise, this will be your last box for 2025. We have butternut squash for everybody. This is a pretty classic squash. It's a really dense squash. It has a really small seed cavity right at the bottom of the squash, and this is all solid squash up here. It makes it easy to scoop the seeds out of it. Butternut is a really versatile squash. You can use it for roasting, just cube it up, roast it. You can make it into a puree. A lot of people make butternut squash soup. You could also make just like bread out of it, like a pumpkin bread. Pretty good squash for baking. And then if you can't eat the whole thing, because it does tend to be a lot of squash, you can cube it up and just freeze the cubes without cooking them. We also have purple top turnips for everybody this week. These are pretty similar to the hakurei turnips, those white spring turnips that you guys have gotten earlier this summer, but they have a nice thick skin on them, which makes them great for storage. They'll last in your fridge for quite a while in that bag, but you should peel the skin away as it's a little bit tough. We love turnips around here at the farm. The best way to eat a turnip is just cube it up or roast it with some butter. I also included a really great recipe for a pot pie that doesn't call for turnips but calls for a lot of other roots, and this would be a great root to add to a pot pie recipe. We have tatsoi for everybody this week. This is a nice bunch. These got tall, crunchy, sweet stems and then these nice big lofty leaves. I love tatsoi. It's arguably my favorite green. The stems are great if you just chop them up and put them in a salad and a nice crunch. And the leaves have a completely different flavor from the stems, which is so fun. I love that you can kind of like eat the whole thing as a little snack and the flavor changes as you eat it. You can also cook with tatsoi if you don't want to eat it fresh. Great in stir fries. Again, you can chop up the stems, throw them in your stir fry a little earlier, and then finish off the leaves just to wilt them down a little bit. They don't take very long to cook. They're pretty tender. We also have spinach for everybody this week. If you want to just make a big salad, you could combine your tatsoi and your spinach. We did not wash this just to keep it from getting damaged. The leaves are pretty large this week, so you might want to chop it up into smaller pieces, give it a quick wash. Great for salads or also cooking, adding to some pasta, your eggs in the morning. We have more carrots for everybody this week. These are some really beautiful October carrots. These are coming in a bag. They'll store pretty well in your fridge in that bag for quite a while. If you're gonna keep them around in your fridge for more than a couple of weeks, I would open that bag just slightly. It wants a little bit of air, but not too much, otherwise they'll shrivel up. But you don't want them stuck in the bag and then they might get mushy on the bottoms. Carrots are a great kitchen staple to have around, great for roasting with other roots, including your turnips, great for throwing in soups, pot pies, or making a homemade carrot cake, which is my personal favorite. We have more apples this week. We have this keepsake variety, and then we didn't quite have enough of this variety, so some of you will be getting a honey gold variety, which will be a golden yellow apple. And Ian, our orchard manager, told me that you guys should watch out for bruising on those apples. They bruise pretty easily. Both are a great fresh eating apple or could be used for baking. And I included a recipe for apple pancakes in the newsletter on Friday. And then we have a nice Napa cabbage for everybody. These are a nice crisp cabbage. They would be really great to make a fresh Napa salad with some apples in it and a nice simple vinaigrette with that. This is also great cooked up. You can also ferment it into kimchi if you want to have a little fermenting adventure. But these will store pretty well in your fridge. I would recommend putting it in a bag. You could use the bag that comes in your box. Wrap that cabbage up in your bag, throw it in a crisper drawer in your fridge, and this will last for a month for sure, just fresh in your fridge. Thank you all so much for being a part of our Summer CSA program this year. We've really had a great season. Just a reminder, if you have any of these green boxes in your house, in your car, in your garage, could you please remember to bring them back to the store that you pick up your CSA at this week? We're running a little bit low. And again, thank you all so much and enjoy your veggies this week.